Madam Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Environment and Climate Change. This week, Bridgewater, Clark's Harbour, Digby, Kentville, Lunenburg, New Glasgow, Trenton, the District of Chester, Kings County, West Hants Regional Municipality, the Region of Queens Municipality, and Pictou County all added their voices to the call for the implementation of the Coastal Protection Act. Despite all of this support, this government continues to delay the protection of our coast. Why won't this government listen to the loud majority of Nova Scotians?
I recognize the Honourable Minister for Environment and Climate Change.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and certainly I have no doubt tomorrow when I attend a meeting with Nova Scotia Federation of Municipalities, I'll have an opportunity to engage in discussion with those municipalities. Their perspective I certainly appreciate. But I also appreciate the perspective of 40,000 Nova Scotians, Madam Speaker, 40,000 Nova Scotians that this government has engaged with since September 29th. We look forward, Madam Speaker, to diving in and analyzing the feedback that those coastal property owners have provided the government of Nova Scotia. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Halifax Citadel Sable Island.
Last year, Madam Speaker, the Minister stated that the Coastal Protection Act regulations would be in place in the first half of 2023, this year. Then, we were told they weren't coming until 2025. Finally, in a scrum yesterday, the Premier walked back his commitment again, saying he might not implement the Act at all. As was stated in the municipalities' joint letter, quote, "This delay breaks your promise to communities and represents a failure to protect Nova Scotians," and I'll table that. Now the deadline for the third and latest round of consultation has passed. Will the Minister be very clear about when the Coastal Protection Act will be enforced?
I recognize the Honourable Minister for Environment and Climate Change.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And the Premier was clear yesterday. We are going to now analyze the feedback from coastal property owners. We have just completed a very important consultation. We appreciate the feedback from folks in the two previous consultations. Now is the time to analyze and look at this feedback to determine the best path forward for coastal protection. Madam Speaker, there is enormous action on climate change in this province. You see that in the Environmental Goals and Climate Change Reduction Act. You see that in our climate plan. You see that in our Clean Power Plan that just recently we announced. There are a multitude of things that are happening, and coastal protection will be one component of that. Thank you, Madam Speaker.